Hello, my friends. Happy 8/8 Portal Day. I hope that you're doing well, and I hope that you take some time today during this auspicious day to look back on the last 8 to 10 years and see how far you've come. Look back in your social media posts, look back in your camera roll on your phone to where you were this time 8 to 10 years ago. And just take some time to acknowledge how far you've come, how much you've grown. Because a lot can happen in a decade. Honestly, I feel like I've lived 10 lifetimes in the last 10 years. But as I was meditating for today's video, I heard very clearly 8/8 Portal Purge. 8/8 Portal Purge. And it was interesting that we get the 8/8 for the date, but then Portal Purge is also alliteration, 2 P's. And as I'm doing this, I'm feeling like it's a balancing out that's happening. And you may have been experiencing a lot of purging lately, whether that's people leaving your life, which I've been experiencing, or purging out old emotional stuff you might have. You might have noticed that your body is processing a lot, maybe feeling heavy or having little quakes or random cries. It's all okay. It's all part of this purge that's happening. And it's happening to make room for new things, new experiences, new connections to enter your life that are more aligned with where you are now and where you're headed on your path. And so I was getting this image of somebody sifting through all of this stuff, all of these memories, all of these photos, these old text conversations, old letters. I was seeing physical letters, books, and dust, lots of dust. Dusting things off, cleaning things out, moving things around, seeing what still aligns and what doesn't, what can go, to make space for something new to come in. And it was kind of funny as I was pulling out a few of my card decks here, and as I did, I discovered this $20 Indigo gift card that I forgot I had. It was just in between a couple of the card decks. And I feel like that's part of it too, is as you're sifting through all of these things during this purge, you might come across unexpected gifts, new things, or old pieces that you forgot you had that now you can use. I remember when I received this, it was actually a year ago. I wasn't sure what to buy with it. I wasn't sure what I wanted to read. I was kind of like in this phase where I wasn't reading as much. I was crocheting more, and I was like, I'll just put it away. And now we just had a visit with some good friends the other day, and she was reading a book, and I picked it up and I read the synopsis, and I was like, whoa, this I need to read. And she said it was just amazing. The book is called Theo of Golden, if you're interested. I haven't read a novel in a while, so I think I'm going to use this. It shouldn't expire, but I think I'm going to use this to purchase that book. And now is the perfect time for this. So you may come across something that you had tucked away, maybe in your memory banks. Maybe it is in a dusty old shelf. Maybe it's in between things that you haven't used or looked at in a while. And now is the perfect gift, perfect blessing, perfect time to use that thing. That was kind of cool and unexpected. But I think that can apply to a lot of different areas of life. Yeah. Okay. Take from that what you will and what resonates for you. I was going to start expanding, but I got stopped. Let me have a sip of water. I was also getting messages about imperfection. Imperfection and how there's so much magic and beauty in the imperfections of life and of yourself, ourselves. And I feel like we're moving into a time now that is asking us to be more authentic, more real and true to who we really are in each moment, rather than trying to mold ourselves into certain ways of being. And it's funny because I opened this box and the cards kind of came out like that, and actually kind of looks like a V and a valley, but all that about imperfection. And maybe someone needs to see this butterfly as well, because even a butterfly looks perfect, but it's not perfectly symmetrical, and it's still immensely beautiful. And I feel like that's us. We're not perfect. We all have our stuff and our stories and our traumas and our triggers and our shadows and our quirks. But that all makes us beautiful, makes you beautiful. All of your quirks and quarks and flaws, imperfections. You know, there's none of us are getting through this life unscathed. And that just made me think of that. It's the Japanese method for repairing pottery, kintsugi, something like that, where they'll take a piece of pottery that's broken and they'll fix it with a glue, I believe, that's infused with gold, flecks of gold, so that the scars become part of the beauty of the piece. Interesting. So that's kind of what's happening with us right now. Breaking things apart, pulling out what isn't still viable, and piecing everything back together in a way that creates even more beauty. I love that. I love that. It's all part of this 8/8 Portal Purge. That's really fun to say. So with that, I was just going to come on and bring through these messages and also just pull a few cards to see what kind of confirmations come out and see what happens. Let's see. What do we need to know on this 8/8 Portal Purge Day? 2713 Mindfulness. Let's actually read about this one. 2713. So 9 and 4 is 13. Ends up being a 4. for those of you who are into numerology and might want to check that out. Here it is. Okay, so 2713, mindfulness. This is a time to truly focus on staying present and being mindful. Notice everything that's working out for you and find ways to change anything that is not working for you. You can't make this stuff up. It's up to you to create a sturdy foundation to build that dream life upon. Your natural talents will be extra helpful with this reflective practice. So, this is taking stock of a current situation, expressing your truest self. What were we just talking about? Preparing for a solid future and staying present. And the affirmation is, I am deeply focused on forward progress. I mean, that just goes along with everything that we were just talking about. I love when that happens. And I know we've looked at this before, the bottom of the box, but for those who haven't seen it, or maybe we all need this reminder, you are more than you know, meant for a magical life. And you know, just going back to the pottery metaphor and being fixed, put together back with gold. I just got this flash of a bit of a story that, because I'm pretty sure that gold is conductive, might not be as conductive as copper, but it's conductive. Whereas pottery itself isn't. So through the cracking and the breaking and the fixing and the beautiful scarification, coming back together process, you are being born into something new, something stronger, something more beautiful, something more grounded, and something more conductive of source energy. And that whole process wouldn't have happened if you weren't broken in the first place. And this is the weird oxymoron of life. I don't even know if oxymoron is the right term, but it's the weird duality of life. That sometimes the things that break our hearts, the things that cut us deeply, the things that really hurt, crack us open, end up being the things that catalyze our journey and our ascension and our growth. That happened for me on numerous occasions, but the biggest one that I have talked about on this channel was, being cheated on by my fiance and having so many things in my life fall away all at the same time. Family members pass, and just friendships dissolving, and a business we had to dissolve, and all of these things, and it just completely destroyed me and cracked me open in such a way that I had a full-on spontaneous Kundalini awakening. Changed my life in so many ways. That was 10, 11 years ago. Okay, so maybe that's for me too, to go back and look at that time and I know some of you have asked me for an update on my Kundalini awakening process, so maybe that's what we got to do. Okay, I'm listening. But that whole process was a catalyst for the most expansive, difficult, terrifying, exhilarating awakening and reshaping of my entire life, my entire being. And I wouldn't be where I am today if that hadn't happened. I don't think. And looking back, even over the last 10 years, I've had some really awful, challenging things happen in my life. Some that I thought might take me out, man. So brutal. But those have all forged me into a person now who is so strong in her boundaries, so sure in who she is, like, who knows, I know that I can handle anything that comes my way now because I've been through it. But it wasn't easy, and it wasn't for the faint of heart. And there was a big part of me that wished that a lot of that stuff never happened. But that's part of the human journey, is navigating some big challenges sometimes. But that also gives us so much gratitude and reverence for the good times, for when things are working. Life's a bit of a trip. What number is that? Number 1. When the storm spirits play. I was just, you could probably hear it. I was just shuffling while I was speaking. So let's see what this one has to say. You can't make this up. When the storm spirits play. The essential meaning is understanding how to navigate divine chaos, clear the air, stir the pot, scatter seeds, and bring new possibilities. You're being asked to surrender your need to control outer circumstances, which is based on a desire to feel more certain, avoid confrontation, or resist change. This card signifies a time to trust that this chaos, this disorder, this turbulence that has shown up in your life is temporary but important. You're now able to let go of what is unnecessary or that which you've resisted releasing. You're now able to let go of what is unnecessary or that which you've resisted releasing. 8/8 Portal Purge. Consider how clear the air is after a storm, how dead branches are pruned from trees, and how potent seeds are scattered so new life can sprout in new soil. Even if you find yourself in conflict now, there is a gift in this. It invites you to see things from alternative perspectives and provides you with a lot of valuable information. New important possibilities arise from the chaos at hand. For now, the highest good for you is to remain in the center of the storm. Mindfulness. Remain in the center of the storm. Right here. Right here. Eagle eye. Eagle eye. Be the center of the storm. Meditate and be mindful of your reactions, as you don't yet have all the information needed to make an authentic choice. Watch and wait. There is a divine reordering at the root of this chaos. Listen deeply for the epiphany rising to greet you, and you will know the gifts this experience holds for you. When the storm spirits play, amazing things are stirred up through this divine change for the highest good of all. Remember, you are a weaver of dreams too, even if you must pivot, even if the threads of your destiny get frayed, the pattern you set will be breathtaking. Excuse me. I am always amazed at the confirmations that come through. So this is it. The 8-8 Portal Purge. Remain as the center of the storm. Use your discernment. I want to put this here. Use your discernment with your spiritual eye and watch everything play out. Okay, watch everything play out. Watch the people around you and how they react and handle change and chaos with an objective eye, because you will learn so much about them and about how they relate to you and you to them. And you will understand the patterns. You will start to see the path and the way through. And you will understand how to navigate tricky territory if you watch and are mindful and use your discernment. 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 That's what this is all about. Using your discernment to sift through all the pieces of your life and figure out what's staying, what's going, what needs to be reconfigured. That's it. That's it for now. That's it for today. I'm going to give this a quick edit and get it up online for you. I'd love to hear how this resonated for you. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Hype it if you feel so called to hype. And don't forget to subscribe down below for more videos like this. It all helps the channel grow and for these messages to find who they're meant to find. And I'm sending you so much love and gratitude and steadfastness as we navigate this 8-8 Portal Purge. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one.